Hey, what is going on, guys? In this video today, we're going to be going over some of the biggest problems with console/controller Fortnite that don't get enough attention. So as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, a good amount of the core problems with playing Fortnite on console or with the controller in general are still around and just as bad as ever. The biggest example of this is without a doubt the very low frames per second during chaotic situations. Ever since they added the feature to console which allows you to see your constantly updating FPS in-game, players are realizing just how bad it truly is. Along with that, some of the other major issues that are still around and have been for a very long time include lower FPS leading to weaker aim assist, structures not loading at the beginning of games, and not being able to disable graphical settings like shadows. But this video isn't about those issues since we've known about them for a very long time, and a lot of them seem to be almost impossible to fix anyway. We're instead going to be focusing on some lesser known problems that may be affecting console/controller Fortnite players without them even knowing it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first lesser known console/controller Fortnite problem is a glitch involving a player's inventory that occurs in a lot of fairly common situations. And this glitch/problem is actually the answer for a question that I get asked every once in a while. Why do some of the best controller Fortnite players put their shotgun in their first inventory slot? The way the vast majority of controller players arrange their inventory is they have their AR in the first slot, shotgun in the second slot, and SMG in the third slot. But what some of the top competitive controller guys do is they have their shotgun in the first slot, SMG in the second slot, and then AR in the fifth slot. I know Issa definitely does it, Camo definitely does it, Inno does it, Assault does it, Beanie does it, and a few other big name controller players as well. So here's the reasoning behind that. Normally in Fortnite, whenever you switch to your pickaxe and then switch back to your inventory, it'll bring you back to the same inventory slot that you were on when you initially switched to your pickaxe. So just to make that perfectly clear, let's say your button for switching to your pickaxe is Y/triangle, and you're currently holding your SMG, which is in slot number 3. You'll press Y/triangle to pull out your pickaxe, then when you press Y/triangle again to go back to your 5-slot inventory, it'll put you right back in slot number 3, and you'll be holding your SMG. That makes total sense, and it works the same exact way anytime you pull out your build menu or go to edit or place a structure, so no problems there either. However, where the problem/glitch occurs is anytime you break and replace someone's wall. Some combination of the actions required to break and replace a wall glitch out the inventory system to where when you switch back to your 5-slot inventory, it will always bring you back to slot number 1 no matter what. I'll show you guys a quick clip that does a pretty good job of visually showcasing the problem. The player's holding a shotgun in slot 2, and you'll see that after doing actions like pulling out the build menu or pickaxe or editing a structure, it goes rightfully back to slot number 2. But when the player breaks and replaces a wall, for some reason it goes to slot 1. So when you're successfully able to break and replace an enemy's wall, the majority of the time you're going to follow that up by editing the wall and then going for a shotgun shot. Because of that, this glitch is a big problem for two different reasons. First off, if you're a player who doesn't really break and replace walls all that much, you're probably not even aware that this glitch exists. So on the rare occasion when you do break and replace a wall and then make an edit play, whenever you press your button that brings you back to your 5-slot inventory, you'll be expecting it to bring you back to whatever slot number you were last on, but that won't be the case. And in a lot of situations, the difference between having your shotgun out after making an edit play and having your AR out after making an edit play is going to be the difference between life and death. On the flip side, even if you're an experienced player that knows about this glitch and has adapted to it, it's still going to be an extra button click to move from your AR in slot 1 to your shotgun in slot 2. So hopefully now you guys understand this problem and also understand why some players have adapted and now place their shotgun in inventory slot number 1. I personally don't do it myself just because I'm so used to clicking that one extra button to go to my shotgun in slot 2, but I'll admit that the inventory setup that guys like Issa, Camo, Ino, Beanie, and Assault use is probably a lot smarter. The next problem with console/controller Fortnite involves spike traps and the general mechanic of placing them. For a pretty long time in Fortnite, the action of placing a spike trap was generally pretty smooth and never really created any problems. I do remember a few months ago, my friends on console would complain about how placing a trap would make their game have a mini lag spike, but I can't really recall anything problematic other than that. However, this all changed after an update in Season 7, which made it so that traps automatically build a floor piece for you if needed. Now, I think that idea was actually a really nice addition for launch pads and campfires, but for traps, it seems like ever since that update, things have only gotten worse and worse. There are so many problems with traps on console/controller right now that I probably don't even know all of them. So I'll just stick to sharing the 2 or 3 most common ones that I see players complaining about on a fairly regular basis. First off, one of the most annoying problems with traps in Fortnite is the fact that if you do anything more than lightly and quickly tapping your place button, the trap isn't gonna build at all. Seriously, if you're ever bored or just messing around in creative mode, you'll see that if you hold down the button to place the trap for more than like half a second, it simply won't place. This same problem applies to campfires and launch pads as well, but for those items, it usually isn't a big deal if you mess up placing them right away. For traps though, it could be the difference between getting a kill or not getting a kill. This is probably the main reason why a lot of players claim that they have to press their trap placement button multiple times before the trap actually places. And speaking of traps not placing, another issue that I'm commonly seeing is that sometimes you'll have the trap selected to place, but it won't give you the preview to place it, and therefore won't let you place it at all. It's a bit difficult to describe with words if you've never seen it before, so here's a clip from Reddit user _prem_, which showcases the problem perfectly. Along with those specific examples of bugs/glitches, the range and angles of trap placement are super fluky and glitchy as well. Sometimes it'll let you place traps from what seems like a mile away, while other times it won't let you place traps at what seems like point-blank range. The whole system in general seems like it needs a pretty major overhaul, and although I'm sure some of these problems also occur on PC with mouse and keyboard, it seems like a lot of them are exclusive to controller and console. And the final problem in this video is less of a glitch or faulty mechanic like most of the other problems have been, and more of a really simple improvement that could be made to the pretty popular feature known as Edit Mode Aim Assist. A decent amount of players use Edit Mode Aim Assist because making quick and precise edits with a controller can be a fairly difficult thing to consistently do. Therefore, much like regular aim assist, Edit Mode Aim Assist provides a little bit of help with that. However, Edit Mode Aim Assist has one major flaw that basically prevents it from being usable for a lot of players. And that's the fact that when you enter edit mode with Edit Mode Aim Assist on, you won't be allowed to look away from the structure you're currently in edit mode with. This is really problematic for certain situations where you still want to look around while also being in edit mode on a structure. I think the solution is as simple as this. Edit mode aim assist should only be active when you actually begin selecting tiles to edit. There's no reason it should be active when you aren't actually editing. So definitely not as big of a deal as the other problems in this video, but I thought it was a cool and simple potential improvement that was worth mentioning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you watched the entire thing, be sure to let me know with a comment down in the comment section below. If you're a console/controller Fortnite player, have you been affected by any of these issues, and if so, which ones? Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do whatever the heck you want, and I will catch you guys next time.